For the first episode of our History Immersion vlog, we're starting at Paco Park Cemetery. Paco Park is a recreational garden today, but it has a rich history as Manila's municipal cemetery built by the Dominicans during the Spanish colonial period. Our goal for today's vlog is to find the tombs of some well-known figures in Philippine history, such as Gumburza, Dr. Jose Rizal, Leonora Rivera, Gobernador General, Gobernador Loton, and the Sitio de los Infantes y Osario. We started our exploration at the Gumburza's tomb.
Gumburza refers to the three Filipino Catholic priests, namely Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, who were executed by Garrote on February 17, 1872 in Bagong Bayan, Philippines by Spanish colonial authorities.
Dr. Jose Rizal, a Filipino nationalist, writer, and a polymath active at the end of the Spanish colonial period. An ophthalmologist by profession, Rizal became a writer and a key member of Filipino propaganda movement. As we continue searching for the tombs of the remaining three people, Gobernador General, Gobernador Loton, and Leonora Rivera, it took us a while to realize they were located inside the church. This unexpected turn of events added the layer of challenge to our history immersion in Paco Park Cemetery. Sitio de los Infantes y Osario, this part of the cemetery where the babies are buried.
The historical immersion in Paco Park is indeed a great adventure for our group. It not only shows how great history is by being able to see the heroes of people who played a significant role in our history, especially our national hero, but also the beauty of the park itself. See you on our next episode.
Tapos na kami sa Anthropology.
Now we're going to
Fine Arts. We'll see you there.
bye.
The Paoay Church by Fernando Amorsolo y Cueto. It depicts the majestic beauty of the Paoay Church in Ilocos Norte. Next is the Bust of Juan Luna in Novicio by Mariano Veneur. Did you know that the creator of this sculpture, Mariano Veneur, is a friend of Juan Luna who he had met in Rome? Spolarium by Juan Luna. This artwork is a monumental painting that portrays the grim reality of the Roman gladiatorial arena. El Asesinato by Felix Resurrection Hidalgo depicts the aftermath of an assassination. Fernando Amorsolo y Cueto's Mother and Child celebrates the timeless bond between a mother and her child. Una Bulaqueña by Juan Luna. Una Bulaqueña by Juan Luna portrays the elegance and beauty of a Filipina.
So we're on standby and we're going to National Museum of Anthropology and Fine Arts.
We are Power Pop Girls. So ngayon hindi ko alam how. We're here at the Museum of Anthropology.
We're not allowed to take a bit inside, so dadali namin kayo through pictures.
Kiss. Okay, sorry, we cannot take photos and videos inside, so we'll just have to go to the window. Let's go. I'll see you.
palayok na ito ay isang uri ng earthenware pot na ginagawa mula pa noong 5900 BC. Doctrina Christiana. Ito ay isa sa mga unang libro patungkol sa katekism ng simbahang Katoliko. Dito naman makikita ang mga amulet o lingling na ginagamit ng ating mga ninuno na gawa sa jadestone. Ang manunggul jar ay isang uri ng earthenware na ginagamit rin sa ritual o sa libing. Ang mga earthen tools, ito ang mga gamitan na gawa sa clay na ginagamit ng ating mga ninuno tulad ng kalatagan pot at iba pa. Ng copper plate ay ang isa sa mga primary historical source na ginagamit ng mga scholar para pag-aralan ang ating nakaraan. Marble Hall. May kita rin dito sa anthropology ang napakalaki at napakagandang marble hall. At itong red leaf earthenware jar ay isang uri ng earthenware din. Ang mga sumusunod ay inyo rin makikita dito sa National Museum of Anthropology. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tara na at muling magbalik tanaw sa ating nakaraan. Dito naman ay makikita nyo ang isang hayop na namumuhay sa kanyang natural na tahanan. Lagi natin tandaan, irespeto ang mga ito. Good morning! Welcome na naman sa isa pang episode ng Group 6 Historical Immersion. Dito tayo ngayon sa Binondo. Nakialam bilang oldest Chinatown in the world at sentro ng commerce noong panahon ng mga Amerikano. Halina at samahan tayo pag-ikot natin dito sa Binondo.
It's very, it's not like life-changing. It's very malasa.
Parang siyang lumpiang Shanghai, pero bola version.
Hi guys.
Dadasal muna ako na sana karoon ng bago. Alam mo yung parang
Hindi, parang patis.
hindi, parang Penoy ba yun? Ako yung
Bread.
I like it with this. Very sweet lang, too much sweetness for me. So I like
Musta? Sa tungkulay, yung tart okay din. Meron siya kainin pero matap. Siguro konting iwan pa sa oven. So yun na mga busog. Overall,
we enjoyed the food.
next adventures, see you.
Lakad ka nakaganarap sa camera pa ganun.
Kunyari may ka-date ka, Christy.
Meanwhile, back in the lowlands,
Going on a trip on a favorite rocket ship.
Please ka na lang.
Nahiwalay kami sa grupo namin. Pabibo kami, bakit pa? Welcome to our vlog. Ayan na po ang, kung naman tawag dito, Church of Lady Lourdes.
Ay, please ka lang.
Dahil naligaw kami at wala yung bang grupo,
Lagi na lang tayong mawawala sa Maynila.
juice break. Tapos si King Charles Spain. Tapos dito naman tayo sa isa sa ating mga historical marker. Hindi ko alam kung sa Bureau of Treasury. Bureau of Treasury. Okay. Yan po. Alam ko pang ilang group kami at kung pang anong ano to. Pero basta yon, bagong grupo.
montage. A little later.
We have the Adoration Chapel.
May kasama siya sa atin.
Introduction. Hello po, good morning. Punta po kami Cartilla ng Manila. Thank you. Hi!
Yung ano, kita ko.
Hi!
Our first stop is the fragment of the Berlin Wall. It is a concrete barrier that divided East and West Germany for nearly 3 decades. It divided Germany and represented ideological differences between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War.
Here, makikita niyo yung mga pangalan ng mga namatay during the dictatorship of Senior Marcos.
Next up is the Aroceros Forest Park. So despite its small size, it is considered an important feature of the city in providing fresh air to the Lawton area. It lies in a historic area of Manila and has been called Manila's last lung. Our third destination is the Manila Metropolitan Theater. It's a Philippine Art Deco structure wherein various performances such as plays, concerts, operas, and musicals were staged in monumental fashion. Next up is the Liwasaong Bonifacio, historically known as the Plaza del Fortin. The plaza was given its current name in 1963 after the revolutionary leader Andres Bonifacio, who founded the independence movement of Katipunan during the Spanish colonial rule. The Manila Central Post Office is also located in this area. Before midnight on May 21, 2023, the building was severely damaged by a massive fire that started in the basement and spread throughout its floors. Last, we have the William A. Jones Memorial Bridge, commonly known as the Jones Bridge. The bridge features 3 arches resting on 2 heavy piers adorned by foxstone and concrete ornaments, as well as 4 sculptures on concrete plinths, allegorically representing motherhood and nationhood.